Welcome back to the Fire Emblem 8 playthrough. Today we are going through the desert. It's quite a big map, and we have two bosses. First we have Kalok, I think that's how you say it, up here. He is a Hoplin Guard. We'll want to steal that, and we'll just go through the enemies. And a Philly Shield on Volter down here, our second boss of this map. So as far as desert chapters go, I know a lot of people really hate deserts. They impede movement for anyone who isn't a flyer or a mage like Tana or Artur here. Every one of our other units will be slowed down. Well, not Ewan, but Eirika, Seth. They get really slowed down by the desert. But this desert chapter is pretty tame by most. You have all this grassland down here. You really only have to cross through this portion, which is only like 4 tiles, and then sometimes I like to cross up here too. So for this chapter we're going to have Joshua go this way with Rennick. I've emptied out his inventory for the most part. He needs to steal some things for us. Seth, of course. Ewan is at level 11. He has a guiding ring. Moulder, Artur, Tethys still the same. Tana, I think I am going to promote her this chapter. She wants to deal with some enemies up here. There's also going to be something coming down right here. Speaking of a desert chapter, I'll pull this up right now. So with the Fire Emblem WOD, and I'll probably put a link to that in the description because I've mentioned it quite a few times already. There's a map here which shows where the treasures are hidden in the desert. This is a common feature of desert maps in the series. I believe up here there's a warp staff. There's like a killer bow around here. There's a pair of boots right here. And we will need Rennick to pick those up for us. You can get them with other characters, but I believe it's luck-based. So I just like to have Rennick run around and get all the items. We could bring home, but nah. He's a little squishy. But yeah, let's get started. I've already done the preparations off screen. And we'll fight. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, this guy is really scary in a lot of my runs of this. What do you guys have? I'm going to, let's see, how do you do with the steel? I did put that killer lance on. Let's equip the killer, why not? Let's equip the killer and go ahead and promote. And we are going to go, now this is one of the promotions that one is clearly better than the other. For story reasons I think she makes more sense as a Falcon Knight, but for this playthrough I'm going to go for Wyvern Knight. If I were using the other flyers in this game, I probably would put her into that because I really don't care about the best promotion. And like I said, for most classes it really doesn't matter. Especially if you're not doing the creature campaign. But now she's a Wyvern Knight, and we'll just wait. Wyvern Knights are a bit interesting because they have this glitch. It's called the Pierce glitch whenever you use like a javelin. I think it happens whenever they crit on the first attack, and what do you guys have? When you crit on the first attack, the HP bar or something doesn't like deplete quick enough before she can attack again. So I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we'll have to be careful of that if I equip any 2 range on her. Now, as far as this, I know there's some wyverns over here. I've played this chapter quite a few times, because I've played this game quite a few times. See if Artur can get the first attack going here for the day. Yeah, this chapter I'm thinking it will be split into 2 parts, but that's fine, keeping the videos at a good length. And what else can we do? I wouldn't mind getting Ewan a little bit closer to the action. Of course, I don't know if he... Where can you get Tethys? Yeah, we want to be careful of these 2 guys. I did put Tana kind of in their range, but don't want them swinging around and killing anyone over here. Yeah, and the enemies too, they get slowed down by the desert, so that's really helpful for us. Of course, not those wyverns over there, they don't really care. So we have to be a little bit cautious. That fort does look pretty tempting to do, like the one back in Chapter 6 with the Fog of War map with that, the guy using the Hellbird over there, and I didn't want to put Seth on that fort, or Franz at the time, but yeah, it looks tempting, but I think it's in range of like one of these guys. Now, as for Eirika, I don't know, she's maxed out from the last chapter, so I really don't want to do anything at all with her. I might just have her go this way to give Seth a support bonus and stand her on the shop. Rennick, he also wants to go this way. Like I said, we want to try and steal that Hoplin Guard on Kalok. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. But we do want to steal that, it'll make things a little easier. Now, if you're going down there, then I think Moulder may want to just float around here somewhere. And these guys are moving, but he can't reach Ewan, thank goodness. Okay, and you can reach. But once again, Seth, he doesn't care about the weapon triangle, as we've seen many times already. Still an abysmal hit rate, but I did put him on those palm trees for a reason. Yeah, the forest tiles are a little bit different. This was fitting with the desert theme. The little palm trees. Okay, great. There are some enemy reinforcements in this map, mages and flyers from this top lake area, so we want Tana to be around here to take on those guys. I don't want them flying over the castle that we're right in front of over to pick off Moulder or Tethys or something. And you're just gonna go for Joshua. And skill and speed. What more does he need? And you can't reach yet. Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard. I mean, minus the grass portions, but sometimes it's a little hard to tell the desert apart from the regular, like, plain ground terrain here. I know on a video especially it might be a little bit harder to see than if you were playing it yourself. It's kind of like a wavy texture to it. There's one tile that actually really gets on my nerves in this game. I'll point it out whenever these guys are done breaking Joshua's weapons. Wow, you have a death wish? But that's how GBA enemies are, pretty much. Most of the games in GBA are pretty... Oh, they're moving. They are pretty enemy phase, meaning you want to do as much damage as you can then. Yeah, this tile right here, even if you can't see on the bottom corner there, desert, plain, sand, yeah. Now then, I guess Joshua and Seth will be our primary fighting force over here. Farking these mages, yeah, they don't care one bit about the desert terrain. We're running pretty low on Javelin, but I wouldn't mind Seth taking out... Can they reach Joshua if he... No, they can't. I think I might put Joshua down here so this axe guy can go for him. What do you have? Steel. Joshua doesn't care about that at all. Let's just finish off you really quick. Yeah, we are running low on some weapons here, but between the last chapter and this chapter, there isn't an opportunity to go to shop. It's just directly... And you're not killing him. It's just directly into the... No, why not? It's just directly from this chapter into from the hall, the Johanna Hall behind us. And it makes sense from a story perspective because we are getting attacked. This area right here. Now then, what... Just so Eirika doesn't get attacked, I'm gonna put her on the tree. Not that she's frail or anything anymore, it's just that I don't want her to take any more experience because she's max and can't really... Oh yeah, that's really bad for Tana. I don't think she'll be fighting this guy. This guy is really annoying. I just find him to be super irritating. Now we have a lot going on down here. You can't get anywhere. And you will probably want to stay near your sister, so you can't double him. That's really annoying. Can you double the dragon, maybe? Yes, you can. What are you equipping? Steel and Javelin. Ewan doesn't care about that thing. Let's use the lower one. An annoying thing about magic, we may actually have to sell that tome. When they're down to one use and you're doubling, it's kind of like, well, you're not doubling because there's only one left, so that kind of gets a little bit annoying with magic, or any weapon, really. And our level up. Magic and skill. Okay. Now, what do we want to do with... Maybe Artur should get rid of you. You're getting a little too close to us here. And then you, yeah, we don't care about you two at all. Is the fort safe? I don't know if Ewan can take 2 hits from these guys. What is your defense? 4. That would be about 6 damage. What am I? I'm looking at his defense. That would be, yeah, way too much. I'm just gonna leave him here, I think. Although Artur can probably get in there, but I don't want Artur to be the one killing all these guys. I wouldn't mind dancing for someone, but yeah, it's not a good hit rate. I don't want Tethys to get attacked by any of these. Although, what's your you had 24, and you have a defense of 7. I might just leave her out for this. I didn't expect those guys to move so quickly. Tana, we could have her help out, maybe. Of course, we do have to get her back to the... Although... No, I think I'm going to keep Tana up around here. We do want to take care of the enemy flyers, and I'm scared if I leave the javelin or the spear equipped on her, she may just get the pierce glitch, and I don't want to have to restart this. Rennick, you just follow along behind Eirika. Moulder, you do the same. I don't think that's second palm tree, no. Okay, Moulder. And here's the other event. We have Ephraim back. Let's just get through this enemy phase before I talk about what just happened. Yeah, you went for Seth over Joshua, I think because he might have had better hit and the weapon triangle. Yeah, good thing I'm not a great knight. This is still the original lance he had back in the prologue, so I have kept it for quite a while despite using Seth a lot more than I normally would have. And that one did hit. Anyway, it's a lot more than I normally would have, but I think we should be able to buy some better weapons here soon. And you're going for him, of course you are. So we'll try and take care of this boss, his name that I can't say. We'll try and take care of him fairly. Ow. Okay, but that's only 32 hit. Yeah, definitely now you see why I didn't want to put him in range of 2. Even though it's low hit rate, I still don't trust it. Earlier in this playthrough, you have seen me get kind of unlucky with some low hit rates, so I'm not going to chance it here. Especially on a bigger chapter like this. Oh, there they are. They're on that side. Okay. Maybe it's an Ephraim route they came from up here. I remember them coming up around this lake. Now then, we need to take care of you guys, and Seth cannot get to you. Alright, but yeah, let's go over these guys. So we have Ephraim back. He's auto-leveled to 15. His inventory is pretty much the same from when we left it, but he's brought 2 new units with him. So first we have Duessel, or Duessel. He's a Great Knight, which is the other promotion for Franz the Cavalier, the other part of the branch that Seth is not. And the other unit that Gilliam could promote to if you didn't want to go General. The one I was kind of recommending for Gilliam. So Duessel... Let's take a look at his growth rates. They are 85 HP, 55 strength, 40 skill, 30 speed, 20 luck, 45 defense, and 30 resistance. He's really good on Ephraim route. You get him a lot sooner over there, kind of like Saleh and Innis for our route here. But he's pretty tanky. They are a lot well, I think they're 1 square slower moving than the Paladin. He has 6 and Seth has... No, they're 2 movement less. But yeah, he's really good on that route, but I like using him there, but here he'll just be in this chapter, and that's that. Next up we have Knoll, and whenever I was going over Ewan, this was the other shaman I was talking about. Knoll, of course he's not a training, he's already a shaman. He's at level 10 ready to promote. He brings us a Nosferatu. But one thing interesting about Knoll, let me go over his growth rates first. He has 70 HP, 50 magic, 40 skill, 35 speed, 20 luck, 10 defense, and 45 resistance. Now, Knoll for a while was considered one of the worst characters in Sacred Stones, but I highly disagree with that. Being at level 10, you can promote him really quickly right off the bat if you want to. He'll get access to staves, and he can do the summoner role as well. He's a bit more suited to it because he is not that great at fighting on the front lines. His luck stat, I think it's at 0. Yeah, he has 0 luck, so those low percent crits that Artur was fighting, he doesn't have a javelin, that Artur was facing early on in the game, they will show up on Knoll if you try and use him, which is why I prefer him as a support unit. We'll just move Ephraim up. This tile of desert, yeah, it's going to slow down Duessel, and we're just gonna have to deal with this guy. I think Knoll is going to go and get this village. I believe that has a master seal, so you could promote Knoll like on turn 2 of his joining if you want to. And there will be some more enemies down here. I'll have to figure out where to cut the chapter for that. Let's go ahead and have Joshua kill you. Okay, no crit on the Thunder Tome, and I get crit on you. And this will hopefully lure out mage number 2 over here, although he's probably going to go for Joshua. And let's get Rennick into position, let's get Eirika a little bit closer to Seth, and Moulder back for the heals. Now Tana... Okay, great. And I'm pretty sure you can't reach up that cliff. Yeah, no. So Tana's going to keep these flyers at base so they don't go down there and bother Ewan or Moulder. Not that Moulder really cares at this point, but Ewan I still get a little bit fearful of. And where can you reach? Not even close. Now, these dragons here, I think they're all... One can go on the fort, which might not be a bad idea. Oh, you're not in range at all. I would like Ewan to... Tethys can go right there. Ewan can go right there. I think the square next to the fort is... Okay. We're going to have Artur kill off you. Yeah, and I didn't get any more lightning tomes because, like I said, the shops are a little bit off limit until we can get to the next... through this chapter to the next overworld portion. Although I could go shopping in the one up there, but like I mentioned many times before, I like to just wait. And yeah, the flux tome problem. I like to just wait until I get to the overworld. Yeah, so now we have that one use flux. I may just end up selling it off or feeding a kill to Ewan, where he can just, you know, only attack one time and not have to double anything. It's been a few days since I recorded the last chapter. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did give that speed wing that Amelia had to Ewan. So, Amelia's spirit lives on in Ewan. That's gonna be my headcanon. And I'm just gonna put you... Who was it? You? You. Yeah, you'll be fine. I mean, I could calculate that with the javelin, but... And good, you're going for Tana. So I'm pretty sure this is the only game, in fact I'm fairly positive this is the only game where the Wyvern Knight appears in the series. It's kind of like a hybrid between having the Falcon Knight speed and their animations are off. And the Wyvern Lord's more durability, I guess. It's kind of like a hybrid that works really well. And you're kind of in an annoying spot because that's in front of K-Lark. Okay, yeah, 11. Good luck. Oh, I dread when we're gonna have to play FE6 and watch the Dark Magic Tome, but fortunately, well, there are three Dark Mages in that game. One is mostly for staff botting, one is abysmal, and the other, there they are. And the other is kind of okay combat, but the Flux Tome is really, really slow. Okay, I don't like where you are. Tana's gonna come over here and pick off you. I knew they came from above the castle. Ow. what are you doing? Yeah, I don't like how close you are to my squishies over here. Kalark, what are you holding? A tomahawk. Well, what I could do is kill you with Joshua. Okay, you're dead. And then I could have Seth pick you up. So I really want... No one. Moulder, please tell me. Okay. No, you can't. Darn it. Okay. Definitely want to get you guys out of his range here. That's priority number 1. Really upsetting you can't take him. As far as these guys... Let's go ahead and put you back on, you're off, you're on, and you are on. Now I do want to feed these, ooh, 1% crit. I do want to feed these two. Let's see how Knoll does against you. Yeah, 12% critical, I don't like that at all. It's not enough to kill, and Ephraim is going to get his very good lance here soon, so let's go for it. And it's only a 15 hit rate, yeah. Sometimes I look at the crit before the hit on those combat windows. And let's just visit this village. And she gives us a Master Seal, which, like I said, you can promote Knoll right now if you really wanted to. If I were doing like a full playthrough of this game, I think I would do that right now. But Knoll's not on the team, so I'm not even going to bother using him here. I really don't want you to get the tree, so I'm going to have Duessel just equip this lance and stand there. You're nowhere near Eirika's group. Tana's still dealing with you. Ewan, what can you do with these guys? Okay. Artur, I don't want to aggro those guys too early either. In front of Ewan. Well, Artur, it might have to be you. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies in this lower portion. There's about to be some more, I think on turn 9 or 10 or something like that. Once again, not making the best use of Tethys here. I really don't want her to... You know, it is a chapter where, like, everything is surrounding us, so I don't want to leave her exposed anywhere. Can be a little dangerous to have a dancer on these lines if you're not extra careful. But luckily, like I said, the desert does help us too in slowing down all of the enemies. And I like to move Ephraim's group up toward the top here. Ooh. Yeah, just to help out if Seth or Eirika's group needs it. And you actually did not finish him. Was that the last Shine Tome? Okay, that's actually perfect, because now Ewan can finish you off, and then you won't be a threat at all. Who am I gonna use to take out that guy, that berserker? I don't like him. And yeah, keep going for Tana. And we get the ocean background, which is pretty cool, even though it's not even close to being an ocean. And you're gonna annoy me with the javelin, of course you are. But I do have a physics staff on Moulder, so that might be a bit helpful. And you guys are going towards him. Yeah, they tend to do... Oh my goodness, the reinforcements. Okay, so... Tana is going to go for... What is she equipping? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We get to show off the killer lance, I guess. You know, I've already been recording for over 20 minutes, so it's quite a long chapter. Now, what I did want to do, and this is why I wish someone was able to grab Joshua, because I want him to kill Kalark, right? And I want Seth to have to grab Rennick here. And I'm just going to... It's not in range above that tree, is it? Okay. Yeah, I want Seth to grab Rennick because he does not want to face off against the boss. Let's just use a physic. Okay, now then, Ephraim wouldn't mind taking on these Cavaliers. His personal weapon, of course. Really good against them. And Knoll, can you get out of there? Okay, yeah, that little patch of desert actually helped us out. Duessel, why don't you take on this guy? Yeah, because massively impedes the Cavalier movement. If I move... Oh boy. Knoll. Is he in range now? Well, Knoll, it was nice knowing you. I don't really care about that Master Seal anyway. It's not something I need. That's in range of 2 enemies right there. And here, we can use this Flux Tome at least. Thank you, Artur. Oh, that's really good that he found that. So that's all of the hidden items in the desert, and that was a Swift Soul, or boots as they're called normally. Increases movement by 2. As a matter of fact, let me just double check here, because I'm paranoid like that. I'm going to put Artur here, and I'm going to take those from you. And they go to her immediately. Tethys is one of the best candidates to use the boots on, as is your main lord or a flyer. I feel like in basically any Fire Emblem game, those are the kind of units that I like to give them to. I know like Marth is a really big candidate in Fire Emblem 12. As is someone like Milady in FE6, or I don't know, just any lord really that has to maybe seize. Oh dear God. Is he gonna get doubled? Okay, well, that was good, I guess. I mean, that could have been a lot worse than it actually was. We could have had another Amelia Marissa on our hands. Not good. Now I'm thinking about, I may just cut away the portions, because I am obviously going to go around this desert and collect everything else. That was probably the best, well, one of the best items we could have found. But I will go around the desert and collect everything else here, just so... But I might have to cut that out just for time. I did show in the map where everything was. There is a guide, and once again I will be posting a link to that page, so if you do plan on playing this chapter in the future, you might be able to find you know, a guide how to tackle this chapter and get everything you need. Okay. Now... Okay, all these guys have javelins, so what I might do here... just because I am a little paranoid about the glitch, but I don't even think Tana has... She's running pretty low on... yeah. So we're gonna turn this off, because I'm pretty sure it is the 2-range weapons that trigger the pierce glitch, and I don't want to have to deal with that in this map. Okay, let's go ahead and take this. I don't want to have to deal with that in this map. This is a long map. There's a lot going on. A lot that needs explaining. Oh, really cool. I got that warp staff. Nice. Okay, that was actually really good. So I was saying the boots were one of the best items. This is also really good. It's going to help us get through some later chapters. Some chapters that I find annoying. As does other people, I'm sure, because one chapter in particular I know is very warp skippable, as they like to call it. So I'm just gonna leave you here with the edge. Tana's good. I think Seth was hurt. I don't think you can, no. Okay, now for down here. Knoll, I need you to run the heck away. Can Duessel kill one of... yeah, Duessel can kill either one. Yeah, look at that damage. Might as well burn through this, because like I said, he is going to get another personal weapon after the next chapter. So it's not that big of a deal. On Ephraim mode, you will probably burn through that a lot quicker, but here, because he's not being used, we have plenty of uses left. And unlike Eirika mode, you don't get another one of those, like we did get a rapier back in chapter 9, that village we had to reach with Tana. Okay. Now, did you go after Artur? I don't believe you did. That is really bothersome. That was actually really quite annoying. I'd really like these guys to move, but I don't want Artur to get attacked by too many things. Although what we could do is go on a little side mission deal with this guy. I really hate this guy. He gives me a lot of trouble. But I guess we'll just keep... I just don't want all these guys moving at him at once. Yeah, we kind of want something to do, but I could lure one of you out with Ewan. That's not a bad idea. And yeah, Tethys has a lot more movement. I guess we'll stay here and hope for the best. Nothing else can get here. Might as well put... Why not? Yeah, once we get the rest of our teammates down here, I'm not as worried about engaging those enemies too early. The javelin one's going to attack her. Oh, now you're moving. Yeah, I don't get the AI sometimes. So, you think you do and how they work, but then they just do stuff like this. It's like, what are you doing, guy? I think that's the one without the javelin. And no, the spear broke. And I think that one does have the javelin, which means, okay, hello there. Yeah, Joshua and Kalark have some bit of a rivalry, but I'm not showing it here. Sadly, in Ephraim route, you do not see this because you don't do the Jihana Hall sequence in his route. Same thing with Cormag, if you were to get him. He has a bit of a situation with the boss on the other side of the map, and yeah, I thought you'd do that. He has a bit of a beef with the guy on the other side of the map, and it makes it really cool for story purposes, but if I do Ephraim route, we won't really get to see that as much, but it's still fun killing him off with Cormag regardless. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. Now then, Tana is just going to, well, since I don't have my... You're the Javi, right? Okay, since I don't have my ranged weapons... That's not right. Tana, I'd like for you to take on this person, this girl. Yeah, she's really fun. There's really no immediate reason to physic her right now. And weapon level up. No immediate reason to physic her up right now. Although, I wouldn't mind getting another hit in on you, because you're taking quite a while. And we do have Artur here to physic you if need be, that way he doesn't have to get into range. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Joshua. Just one damage. Ow. Oh, never mind, Joshua. He did Joshua things. Joshua did a Joshua. Alright, thank you for killing him, and we should get a full level. Or close to it. I'd appreciate a little more strength, but what can you do? Now, is Moulder... Okay, we are safe to heal you up. At this point, I do need to drop Rennick. Let me pull out the map. I do have it on my end here. We got the warp staff, and I believe on this little strip of desert tile, just right here, we have some items to get. We can have Eirika stand there and see if she can... Oh, there she goes. The silent staff. I hardly ever use that thing. Okay, let's see if our friends down here can bait any more of these annoying enemies. No, nothing else. Oh, no. Nothing else is really going to be at this part of the map, so I'm just going to bring Knoll up here. Yeah, he's not going to get used very much. And Tethys is still doing pretty much nothing. Although, I suppose we can have Ephraim and Duessel start moving over. I don't want them to take on everything that's coming this way, so I'm going to have them kind of reinforce these guys. Ewan... Where are these flyers at? Yeah, this guy's a little annoying with his Eclipse, but Eclipse is still a pretty bad tome. Ewan can just move along. Tethys keep dancing. And we can build support with Ewan and Tethys. Although none right now. Okay, I think we're good for this turn. And we can go back to watching Tana kill things. And you're just gonna come and attack Artur. Just thin out this group down here before the next group comes in. That place where Ephraim started is not exactly the safest spot on the map right now. I'd really appreciate this going to Ewan, but I do get paranoid about him. And there are more. Hello there, Mr. Shaman.